First of all, you don't know me.
We're all about that high school drama girl, all about them high school queens. We'll take you for a ride in our comic girl, drama girl, cheering for the right team. Drama queens, smart girl, rough girl, fashion but you're tough girl. You could sit with us, girl. Drama queens, drama queens, drama queens, drama queens, drama queens.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a fun surprise Q&A with, you guessed it, Soph, Joy, and myself.
Hello.
Hi, friends.
Hello.
We have some fun questions here today. Thank you guys for being so proactive and writing in. I love these.
Indeed. Who wants to kick us off?
I'll go. Becky wants to know, who is your favorite guest star and why? Oh, that's so hard, Becky.
In 9 years?
Okay, let's really limit this. It has to be a guest star. It can't be recurring. Like true guest star.
Oof.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going Gerald McRaney.
Oh, yeah. That feels nice. You know what?
So great.
I was going to say, I can't remember if Daphne started as a guest star or a recurring, but in my brain, I'm like, well, obviously we got Daphne and then we kept her forever. And for me, she was my favorite surprise 5 years in, but I don't actually know what she was hired for first.
Or Sharon Lawrence coming in as Julian's mom. Was she more than one episode?
She sure was, but it's that classification is so hard, but God, Sharon was great.
True.
I'm going to say Amanda Schul, because she for sure started as a guest star.
I love that.
And then obviously became recurring. But proper, tried and true guest star only, Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Because he was Jerry Rice and he also was really good at acting. And so his stuff is all funny.
Yeah, that's true. That's good.
You win the gold for that. That's so good.
By the way, when you guys write in fans, I love that we have a lot of normal names, but maybe we spice it up and just like put your nickname.
Oh,
you know, because this next question's from Nick, but like, Nick, wouldn't it be cool if you just gave us like your high school nickname? It was like, instead of saying this next question's from Nick, it was like from Buzzsaw, you know? So I'm just saying, if you guys want to spice it up, spice it up.
Or we could do a little Sleepless in Seattle too. You could be like, you know, nice in Nebraska. That's a bad one, but somebody else is funnier than me, I'm sure.
I really like that idea. And then you definitely know it's your question. Because feasibly, two people named Nick or Lisa could ask similar questions. So if it's your nickname, you really know that we're reading you.
Not to mention, when you just put Nick, there could be 50 other Nicks whose girlfriend listens to the podcast, and he goes, hey, guess what? That was my question, actually. And it's like, no, it wasn't Nick, but you can't prove it because there's no last name. So this next question is from Buzzsaw, a.k.a. Nick. What's the story from set that you'll tell your grandkids?
Ooh. Oh my gosh. 10 years of stories.
The first thing that came to my mind was a hurricane party, but that was after work. Does that count? That doesn't count.
It might have to count.
From set.
From set.
Buzzsaw was specific.
Okay.
Buzzsaw was specific.
Okay, I had to think about it in terms of if a kid asked me, what was one of the coolest things you ever got to do on One Tree Hill? Then I had an immediate first thought, which was when we got to throw the real USO concert on the base in Jacksonville, and just how cool it was to be filming something, but also to do it for real, to bring all those bands in, to do it for all the families on the base. That felt like such a privilege.
That's a great answer.
Well, I've taken it now, Joy, so come up with another one.
I know. Okay, well, I'll stick with the live performance thing, though. Getting to play Haley at her height, doing that We Belong, you know, singing Pat Benatar and doing that giant concert tour and all the, I mean, I guess actually this is kind of a double answer because it was on set and off set, but it was for the show when we went on tour. And I actually went on tour with Michelle Branch and Gavin DeGraw and Tyler Hilton. And we did this like 35 city tour that they filmed some of. What a once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah. And then to come home and sing Pat Benatar with Pyro. Come on. You have to tell your grandkids about that.
So good.
I'm going to say it was when we all went, was it Colorado? No, Utah, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Park
we got to go,
City.
Park City. And we all got to do that scene where we were all sledding down the hill or inner tubing down the hill.
Yes.
And it was just, and it was snowing on us in real life while it was happening. It was just so picture perfect and fun.
Yeah.
That's like all the reactions you see in that scene are us just genuinely having fun.
Yeah. That was the best. I had to do a scene with an owl.
Yes.
They were like, put your arm out and this owl's going to land on you. And I remember the owl looking at me and I was like, you are about to peck my face out, aren't you? Oh my God. I'm about to lose my career right now. It's going to happen.
I thought you were going to be like, the owl looked at me and I could see you are so wise. And you're like, no I'm going to die.
I'm about to die.
Okay, Lisa, who also clearly needs a nickname. Rob, you got any ideas?
Oh, no.
Okay. Lisa wants to know, what is a hobby you decided to try that surprised you with how much you enjoyed it?
I take back Lisa's nickname, the closer.
Hey, okay, I like that.
Poker? Is that a hobby?
Yeah. I think so long as you're not, betting the mortgage on it, sure, it's still a hobby.
No, just like a little dinner table. I taught Maria. We have a little fun around the dinner table playing poker sometimes.
I like that.
I'm going to say Dungeons and Dragons. Although listen, I knew I was going to like it, but I really loved it. Like there was a lot of nuance to it that I just loved.
Fun.
Big time.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I've still never played D&D and I would like to sometime.
Is this a computer version or a board game version?
Oh, no. Like we found a friend to be a dungeon master and Jenny would cook up feasts. We'd put on the Lord of the Rings soundtrack on in the background.
Yes.
And it was like me, Jenny, and one of my best friends. And the dungeon master put us through a proper campaign. And it was so much fun.
Whoa, you entered into the domain.
Yup. I mean, we're all storytellers, so it's our forte. It's just like theater. You're just
fun.
You get to create a character and then be that character, and it's great.
Wow. You need to meet sometime. Have you ever overlapped with Deborah Ann Wall from True Blood?
Oh, she's so
good. No,
good.
but I know who she is because I know she plays D&D as well.
Yes. So Deborah and I made this really fun movie together during COVID, ironically called Deborah. She's brilliant and genuinely one of the coolest people I've ever worked with. And she is cream of the crop dungeon master. People die to play D&D with her. And she was like, I'll teach you. And so we should do that.
I would love that. I recently saw a clip of her who plays the deceased brother on The Bear. Super popular.
Oh, yeah.
actor.
John Barenthal.
Mm-hmm.
John Barenthal. I saw a clip
on
of
the podcast.
her asking him have you ever done D&D? And he's like, no. She's like, we're going to do it right now.
Yes.
And she creates a scenario for him. And I that was where I realized, oh my gosh, not only does she play, she's very, very good at this.
She's an expert.
I'm looking this up right now.
Yeah.
This is very
Let's
exciting.
be friends.
It's really good. A hobby that I tried that surprised me how much I enjoyed it. Well, Joy, you know this. I sort of as my methodology to unwind / de-stress after a long day, I, for fun, started to build fictional houses on Pinterest and really found that I enjoy it so much. So now I help people make design decisions, Joy's checkerboard floor. We picked the direction. Thank you.
Yes.
In the office you're currently sitting in. I love helping people figure out their living spaces.
Yeah, you have a really good brain and an eye for that. It is, I do not understand it. It takes me forever. I love that you can see it. You can see patterns together. You can see the right colors, even though most people would probably look at it and be like, those go together. And then you put them together in a room and they do.
And it's weird because it doesn't translate into other arenas that you think it would. But for some reason, it's houses in my brain turn into trigonometry and I'm good at it. And I just really like it a lot.
So great. Okay, Emily's asking what our favorite time of year to visit Wilmington is and why. Oh, gosh.
End of September.
So pretty. Mm-hmm. We often have conventions then, so we get to do that.
I was going to say my favorite time is convention time because I get to see all of you guys and then meet fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's in my head because that one that we just did, wasn't it? It was like in the 20s, the 21st or 22nd or something of September. And it's that perfect time where it's still warm out, but the humidity from summer has decreased. It's like it's warm but not hot, but you can still walk around in a t-shirt and shorts at night if you want to. And you can feel that fall is coming. Oh, it's my favorite.
I love that in New York, but for Wilmington, I like when spring is turning into summer. I think because when I first landed in Wilmington, it was so hot, and that was just it was like the welcome back to the East Coast, because I had been living in LA, and it was just welcome to that hot, wet summer feeling that I had known in in my childhood in Texas, which was definitely not East Coast, but it was hot. But then in like my teen years, that adolescent time on a lake, and it's hot and humid and you're by the coast. And I just loved it. So when I arrived in Wilmington feeling all that, that's what's in my bones about that city. And I still love going back and getting off a plane and feeling like I'm in a sauna. I love it.
It is weirdly nostalgic. You're like, God, I'm so hot.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about it.
And Airlie Gardens is so beautiful in the spring, too. Like all the flowers are just up everywhere all over that city. Yeah. That's fun for me.
I like that.
Allie writes, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Oh, is it really cheesy to say I want to be right where I am?
I was going to say the same thing. You and I both have been moving around so much that to finally land at home, I'm like, I don't really want to go anywhere.
I don't. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm going to ditto that. I was going to say home. I'm in a hotel room right now, but I'm going home tomorrow. And I was going to say, I've been away for 3.5 weeks. I'd like to be home.
Yeah.
That's such a sweet stage of life. Because think back to when we were all in our, early 20s. We were like, okay, well, if we're going to be off on Saturday morning by 4 a.m., I could just go straight to the airport and get on a 5:30 flight and then fly. And now I'm like, absolutely, I want to go home. I want to go home and get in bed. I'd like to be in bed by 9:30.
I will say, if I had to come up with a runner-up, those Belmont trains through Europe.
Yes.
The Orient Express.
It's my absolute dream.
Yes, that is absolutely where I would love to be if I didn't have a million things to clean and organize and really just enjoy soaking up being home. You can just put me on one of those Belmont trains anytime.
Okay, I will start forwarding you the videos, because when I'm too tired to build a house I don't own on Pinterest at night, I go on Belmont's Instagram and I just watch all the train videos for like 15 minutes. And then I go to bed. Yeah. And I keep hoping that doing that will make me dream about trains. But normally I dream about nonsensical things.
But that's got to be the best way to fall asleep on a Belmont train.
Don't you think? Just being gently rocked like a baby. Like a fancy baby.
A bucket list item for me for sure. Like one of those 9-10 day Belmont train. Just rock me, mama, like a wagon.
That's
it.
Sorry.
Does anyone else have this? Like, there's something so comforting to my brain about knowing I have this little fixed space, this little room that is my own world, like with a view of the outside. There's something like the idea of being on that train and just watching the world go by and like, this is my safe space. This is my bubble. That my brain is like, that's so romantic. I want to do that.
Do you think it's because we grew up watching the Polar Express? Is it like deep childhood nostalgia? It might be.
I grew up on Agatha Christie. That's why I love those trains.
Yeah, because there's a mystery afoot.
That's right.
But here's the thing. If there was, this actually might be a movie we should make. Because think about it. If all of us, for someone's, let's say, 50th birthday or something, decided to take a train trip and then there was a murder on the train, we would manage to solve it.
100,000%.
Don't you
I
think?
have no doubt in my mind that our collective brains could solve a murder.
I agree.
Is that just hubris? Like, am I crazy? Or I've watched so many and read so many murder mysteries. I feel like, I got this.
Only one way to find out. We have to do an escape room together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next podcast tour. Okay. Actually, friends, if you could tell us if you have a particularly great escape room in your hometown, can you send those to us? Because then we can plan where we're going next.
Guys, hear me out. What if we did a show that just followed us doing escape rooms
Like a
together?
reality show?
100%.
It would be so
It would
funny.
be hilarious. It usually takes about an hour to solve one anyways. We'll for sure have 40
That's
minutes
true.
of good content.
You just mic us, put up some cameras in the room.
Guys, did we just become the mystery solvers?
Please.
Yeah.
I want to do this.
Oh my gosh, it's happening.
Like the way I miss Mythbusters.
Right?
So
We could
yes.
have guests every episode. We could bring in the Mythbuster guys. We could bring in like a Brene Brown. She's got her own unique set of like problem solving skills.
This question feels like it was made for me, you guys. Hannah, if OTH ran a summer camp, please, can we? Who would be in charge of which activity?
That's a great idea for the next convention. If the
summer camp
FWB,
theme?
yes, is just doing like a summer camp version, and we are all camp counselors.
It's my favorite thing.
Sophia, yeah, you're the ultimate camp counselor. What activity are you in charge of?
I don't know. I kind of feel like I'd be like running
Camp manager?
Yes.
Yeah.
Camp manager.
And then
okay.
and then everyone gets to do like their highlight. Like Joy, I feel like end of camp, let's say, 2 weeks sleepaway camp, like the end of camp jamboree that happens at night that goes into like the campfire and everyone performs
Yes.
and does songs. You're the leader.
Yes, I'm
You're the
for sure
director.
doing. Yes, I'm the
Talent show is
talent
Joy,
show
for
director.
sure.
That's
yes.
it. Rob, what are you teaching at? Are you doing like an activity? Are you leading a sport?
I could do a sport, but I feel like Antoine and James are probably better suited to
Fair
just do
point.
like a really cool basketball camp.
Or do they run like capture the flag?
Could be. I think I'd be better suited doing like D&D and snacks.
You could teach improv.
I could teach improv. I'm just saying, like, give me all the indoor kids and I will set up a massive game of D&D complete with themed snacks.
Love that.
I love that.
I love that.
Yes.
You know what I would also do? I'm realizing because yes, I would be a good director of said camp, but everyone has to contribute. I would be the one like leading the trail rides. That'd be my thing. I'd get
Yeah.
all the kids on horses
Yeah.
and I would do the daily trail ride.
I could also see you planning a really good murder mystery type event because you're very detail oriented and you're a storyteller. I could see you orchestrating that very well.
That's a
Yeah.
really kind way to say you're very long-winded and I cherish our friendship.
Nope. You read between the lines incorrectly, friend. You are perfectly winded.
Oh my God, bless you. Every once in a while, I'll be like, and then this thing happened, and I look at people, I'm like, I'm still talking. I'm almost there.
So
But yeah,
good.
I like that we keep coming back to this murder mystery theme. I know they made a movie of Clue, but don't you think maybe it's time that we do another one? That feels like an evergreen film. Like every 10 years, there should be another Clue because every time you play a board game, it's different. So maybe we need to do like a One Tree Hill meets Clue overlappy thing.
I think that's great. That's the time for it. The murder mystery one with Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler was so fun. And
Yes,
then
I
the
loved
Glass
it.
Onion and Knives
Glass
Out
Onion,
stuff.
Glass
yeah.
Like
Onion was
there's
so good.
it's definitely a genre that's coming back, the campy murder mystery.
And we get Tim Curry to come back and play the butler
Oh
again.
my God.
As many of those people as we can get. Absolutely. Because that whole cast was so good.
Genius.
So maybe summer camp is like dress rehearsal for our film.
Great.
Okay.
Did we just come up with our own Sundance film labs? I mean,
Yes, please.
Oh God.
this podcast finally ends and there's 78 new projects in its wake.
I honestly can't wait. It's a dream.
Okay, I want to bounce to this one because I think it's good. Ray is asking, Rob, are there any current athletes that you think Clay would try and recruit for Fortitude?
Ooh.
Who are you paying attention to right now in sports?
Oh my goodness. The problem is I don't follow any college sports. So let me just pretend that they're all brand new. There's this up and coming high school player named LeBron James that not a lot of people are paying attention to, but I really think could be something great.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Yeah. I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone new.
Yeah, I don't either. So if you paying attention, you got tapped in on sports. Who are you? Who's exciting to you?
I mean, yeah, but the thing is I'm like, I don't know. Everyone I follow is in the league. I mean, okay, wait.
Who is Brooke pitching to Clay right now?
Flau'jae Johnson from LSU. She's an unbelievable basketball player and an incredible musician who just casually dropped a song with Lil Wayne, and she's in college. And I'm like, okay, honey.
Yes.
Flau'jae is incredible.
I mean, gone are the days when people are like, pick a lane.
So stupid.
I'm so glad.
Pick a lane is a stupid thing to say to someone.
Just driving all the lanes.
It's such a silly thing to say to someone.
Yeah.
And it's a great way of calling yourself out for being simple.
Yes.
It's a great way of saying, like, I can only do one thing.
Yeah.
So I'm limiting everyone else to that same standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it gives me? It gives me like childish envy energy. Like, who do you think you are that you can have 2 jobs? And you're like, well, if you want to have a side hustle, why don't you just go have one?
Yeah.
You know?
Patrick. What's Patrick's nickname, gang?
I'm not witty like that. I have to take time for my comedy. It doesn't happen like yours.
I don't know.
Patrick, a.k.a. the comeback kid, writes, what is something that's important for you to do for your own self-care? Love that question, Patrick.
Yeah. Thanks, Patrick.
My most recent self-care was I had one day off in shooting, and I booked a massage and a facial.
Yes.
Wow.
And a facial. Yes. Taking care of your skin. That is really important.
Although, you know something no one talks about that caught me way off guard?
What?
Extractions are one of the most painful things I've ever experienced. And she didn't even give me a warning. She just went in for it, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you just stab me in the face? She was like, oh, I'm just doing extractions.
It does really feel like that.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's excruciating.
I just bought a membership to Hotworks, where you go in and it's like there's 10 private saunas that have screens in them, and you go do private workouts in the sauna.
No way.
Yeah, it's at like 180. And
that sounds like my worst nightmare.
I was going the opposite way. I was like, that sounds incredible.
No, I thought it was going to be the worst because I've done hot Pilates before and I hated it. But there's something about being alone in the room. Or you can fit 2 other people in the room. I would say maybe one other person comfortably. But I was surprised. I was really surprised at how much I enjoyed it. I've been back a few times, and yeah, I'm into it. Hot works and like working out in a sauna. Who knew?
There's this place, next time you're in LA, I think you would really like this. It's I don't know how you classify it, a wellness studio called Pause. They have cryotherapy, which you could not pay me all the money in the world to do. I won't do it. I did 4 Chicago winters. I'm set. But they have, similar to what you're talking about, they do contrast therapy. So there's a room, you can go in alone, or you can go in with like 4 friends, which is sort of a nice little, afternoon kiki. Makes me feel like I'm, like a Danish person who takes better care of myself than I do. And you do the sauna and the cold plunge. It's contrast therapy.
Yeah.
So you can like sit in the sauna, and then somebody dunks and they stay under for the minute and they get back in the sauna, and then somebody else goes, and you just sit and chat. And it's like, when you read about all the Nordic countries and why they're so healthy because they sauna, I'm like, I get it. This feels like a way to hack living.
What is the difference for you between the cold plunge and the cryotherapy?
The cold plunge is quick and not a literal freezer. Like the idea of voluntarily stepping into a freezer and having to wear like mittens and protective eye goggles, I'm good. I can dunk myself in cold water. I have friends who live in Idaho part of the year, and they have this like beautiful piece of land, and there's a little river, and we'll go like in the snow and dunk and cold plunge in the river and run back in the house. Like, I'm not averse to a little bit of an adventure, but I draw the line at an actual freezer. That sounds like the opening of a murder mystery to me. Like,
somebody got stuck in the cryotherapy freezer.
Like, I'm set. I don't want to do it.
That has to have been done on one of the procedurals, right?
100%. Yeah.
I know the tanning bed has been done.
It's been done. Yeah. Has to have been.
It feels like a procedural or an SNL skit should do that.
One of the two.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for joining us for the Q&A. We hope that you're happy and healthy and finding your own ways of self-care, and all the other fun things.
Yeah, if you've got any self-care hot tips, send us those too.
Along with your nickname.
Yep.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Don't forget to leave us a review. You can also follow us on Instagram at DramaQueensOTH.
Or email us at dramaqueens@iheartradio.com. See you next time.
We're all about that high school drama girl, all about them high school queens. We'll take you for a ride in our comic girl, cheering for the right team.